our panelists here are some of the top professionals in the industry, and they are also from the top construction and property services company in the country. So you will be getting a lot of information that you can use in your applications. So I will not keep you waiting. And to articulate it better, I can give the floor to our speakers to introduce themselves, maybe a short background from what company, what you are doing in your current role. So maybe we can start with Bernie.
Okay. Yeah. Hi. Thank you, Wilfred. Yeah. So good morning, everyone. My name is Bernie. I'm a senior HR associate from Alveo Land. So I'm under the recruitment team of HR. Alveo Land is an Ayala land company. We are a real estate company, and we actually cater to the high-end market. So most of our properties, most of our projects, we cater to the upper scale market. Our projects are mostly, our strength in terms of the properties, no, it's more on residential condominium, but we also have commercial and residential lots, no, and particularly in the province side. We have presence nationwide, so Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao as well. But we're mainly concentrated in the Metro Manila as well. Yan. So with recruitment, I'm handling sales recruitment kasi nationwide yung sales namin. So medyo malaki din talaga yung coverage na. That's why we have a separate recruitment team for sales. But we're also hiring for non-sales like the engineers, the architects, and finance, HR as well. We're also hiring now.
All right. So maybe we can go to Jen for a short introduction.
Yeah, thank you, Wilfred. So my name is Jennifer Rosales. I'm the head of Sales Talent Acquisition and Retention Team of Federal Land. So of course, we would like to thank Grad.ph for inviting us for having this privilege of talking to you guys. And as you know, Federal Land is a wholly owned subsidiary of the GT Capital Holdings and is backed by the Metro Bank Group. Federal Land is a proud partner of some of the biggest and most trusted names in international market. We are also the proud developer of the estate, the last luxurious residential piece along Ayala Avenue, if you're familiar with that. We are also in partnership with the Hyatt Hotels. We are the first to develop the Grand Hyatt branded residences in Southeast Asia. And we are also the owner of the Grand Hyatt Hotel in BGC, if some of you have been there. So, okay, we are also, as I heard from Wilfred, we are nationwide. So we are also the proud owner of the Marco Polo Hotel in Cebu. And we have a 5-tower development in that area, beside the hotel in Nivel Hills in Cebu City. And the latest collaboration that we have with international partners is the Seasons Residences, which is one of our newest projects in BGC. This is a collaboration with the respected names in Japan, architectural firm Nikkei, Nomura Real Estate Development. And for some of you who have been to Japan, we're going to be opening the first Isetan Mitsukoshi Mall in BGC. So it's going to happen. It's interesting, Wilfred. It's going to happen early 2022. Medyo malilate lang siya ng konti because of the pandemic, but it's definitely opening in 2022. So yung mga Japanese addict, mga brands nandyan. So what we are looking for in a candidate are those who are tenacious, aggressive, with high emotional intelligence. Importante yan sa real estate. I'm sure Bernie here would agree with me, And of course, right now, even if it's not pandemic, we really need tech-savvy individuals and with high career aspirations. For you to survive real estate, you've got to have that discipline to learn, the resilience and grit na tinatawag, or courage, in layman's term. Why choose Federal Land? We just don't recruit talents. We develop them over the years. I'm a living testament of that because I've been with the company for 11 years. So we just don't recruit them. We retain them and we make them the best version of themselves. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you for that, Ms. Jen. Sir Noel, maybe you can introduce yourself as well. Maybe a 1 to 2 sentence introduction of who you are and maybe a short background of the company as well.
All right. Thank you, Wilfred. Thank you, Bernie. Thank you, Jennifer. My name is Noel Ablaza. I'm with Cathay Land, and Cathay Land has been in existence since 1994. Cathay Land is a real estate property developer, and our projects are mostly in Silang, Cavite, and which is South Forbes, Gulf City, 500 hectares. We'd like to invite friends to join us, lalo na yung mga gusto mag-empleyo. Our head office is in Galleria Corporate Center in EDSA corner, Ortigas Avenue. Ang sites din po natin for our friends who are joining us seeking employment, nasa Silang, Cavite, Barangay Inchican. We also have a project which is Mallorca Villas in Maguyam in Silang, Cavite. And nag-branch out na ang Cathay Land into malls. So we're into malls. 2 years na po ang Hacienda Designer Outlet in General Aguinaldo in Silang, Cavite. No? At we are expanding. I myself, I am in charge of training and development for corporate and sales. So we're open. Despite what's happening, I like to agree with our friends na business must go on and business is good, and we're here to hire more people.
Yeah, all right. Thank you for that, Sir Noel. Rafi, can you give a short introduction of yourself and MIESCOR? Or we have here Tere from MIESCOR as well.
Hi, Tere.
Hello, Tere. Yeah, all right. So maybe our friends from MIESCOR can introduce themselves later.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Hi, Rafi.
Hi, hello.
Good afternoon. Yeah. So we're just talking about the introduction. So maybe you can give a short introduction of yourself as well, and a bit of a background about MIESCOR.
Okay, so actually I have here Ms. Teresa to introduce the MIESCOR.
All right.
So start.
Good afternoon. I'm so sorry we had some technical difficulties.
No worries. Nice to have you here. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Teresa Molina, recruitment lead for MIESCOR. So MIESCOR is Meralco Industrial Engineering Services Corporation, and we are a wholly owned subsidiary of Manila Electric Company, or Meralco. So we are top-notch in the industry of engineering, procurement, and construction for the past 48 years. So we also have our own subsidiaries. That's MIESCOR Logistics Inc., or MLI, and MIESCOR Builders Inc. Our office is located in Renaissance Tower in Meralco Avenue here in Ortigas Center, Pasig City. So we have also other business units like telecommunications and distribution utility services. And also right now, we are also into common towers. So we have a lot of projects nationwide. So we specialize in substation and transmission lines. So right now, we also have a cadetship program ongoing. We have an ongoing application for that. So we would like to encourage participants and applicants into our virtual booth so that you can also apply. And also follow us in our Facebook page and our careers page. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Tere. Yeah, so we really have a great set of panelists here. A lot of the companies, if not all, are actually based nationwide. So you will have openings, you will have availabilities, even for those who want to stay in the province or in other regions outside Metro Manila. And I think to start off, Ms. Jen also already talked about this. I think this is in everybody's mind right now. What is your organization looking for in an application or in an applicant? Maybe we can start with Bernie again.
And thank you. Thank you, Wilfred, for the question. So right now, what we're looking for, well, aside from hiring salespeople and of course the non-sales, no, so which we call it the corporate positions or vacancies, no. Generally, no, across all, we're looking for people who, in terms of the technical skills kasi it varies depending on the function. But I think the common denominator among them is of course yung resilience nila, yung confidence nila, especially in this time of pandemic na we're very prone to, there's a lot of changes, there's a lot of adjustments in the workplace. So from doing an office-based job, no, nag-shift to work from home, and then slowly we're slowly going back to doing office based, no, but it depends kasi on the situation of the country or of Metro Manila. So there are a lot of adjustments, so people who are open or they can accept those changes and they can adapt easily, and they're not they're not prone, or parang they can handle the stress and the pressure gracefully, no, because I think yeah, I think even in different industries kasi parang we're all going through the same challenges, no, the same challenges, the same problem with what we're facing right now. So that's what's most important right now, yung adaptability nila, the resiliency, and the ability to handle pressure, I guess.
All right, thank you for that, Bernie. Maybe we can ask Miss Jen next.
Yeah, actually, bottom line, no, mag-a-add lang ako. More of, basically, Noel and Bernie would agree with me in terms of the candidates that we're looking for, basically parehas, no. Bottom line kasi, the thing that we've discovered lately is yung attitude, no. Attitude is what we really are looking for in a candidate. Kasi in terms of qualification, most if not all seem to be qualified, no. Yeah. Kasi ano yan, nag-aral yan, na-hone yan sa colleges and universities. But bottom line, it's the attitude of that individual. Doon kami magsisimula, and then yung skill, natututunan yan. In fact, coming from a sales job, going through a sales job, we also have openings for office-based, Federal Land per se, no? We are looking for customer service representatives, product planning, and architects and engineers also, we are open. So with that, pwede silang magpadala ng application sa amin, and then tsaka na lang namin i-deploy kung saan sila mas nararapat. But bottom line, adaptability and resilience ang importante sa panahon ngayon. Ayan.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I agree. And attitude.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Very important.
Sir Noel?
Alright, to complement yung sinabi ni Bernie, ni Jen, no? Mamaya dadagan pa yan ni Tere. So, for Cathay Land, if you want to be an employee at nakatira ka sa within Metro Manila, you can be in our head office. If you're an employee and malapit, you want to work sa Silang, Cavite, Barangay Puting Kahoy sa Silang, Cavite, or near that area, or sa Las Piñas, you can apply with Cathay Land. All right? Kung gusto mo naman mag-sales, tulad ng ibang mga kasama natin dito who are looking for salespeople, yes. If you want to market our projects, kasi iba yung employees, iba yung pupunta sa sales. If you're up to it, kahit wala kang experience, we'll train you. Basta't malapit ka sa Silang, Cavite, and Las Piñas, you can be considered. Yun lang, Wilfred.
All right. So I think for our friends in the property services, I think yung key talaga dito is yung attitude, no? And then you will have the chance talaga to be deployed in different parts. I think for those, shall I call hardcore engineers, I think those are the people that MIESCOR caters to. So, Tere, can you give an advice on what do MIESCOR look for in an application?
Actually, not just for engineers.
Ay.
We want somebody who incorporates the MIESCOR values, and that is integrity, accountability, and malasakit. Well, why integrity? Because for us, you have to be faithful and fully living up to the responsibilities and obligations, not just towards your internal and external clients. So we want somebody who has integrity in all of his works and responsibilities. And actually, kasama na rin dyan kasi yung accountability. Accountable siya for all his actions in his work, in his work. And kung meron kang accountable ka, kung integrity ka, of course, it also shows there your compassion and your malasakit to yourself and to your co-office mates, your workers, and also to the people under you and above you. So my fellow participants has already said everything that we want to look for in a worker, in an employee. But for maybe in MIESCOR, angat yung values. We want somebody who will fit the MIESCOR corporate values and image. And of course, we want somebody who will be part of the MIESCOR family.
Yeah. Thank you for that, Tere. So yeah, I think yung pinaka-umangat dito, and I see some of our exhibitors as well are nodding their head, is that yung attitude talaga for now, yan yung pinakamahalaga. Regardless if you have a very good credentials, you have a very good resume, if you do not have the right attitude, you won't succeed in the engineering, construction, and property services sector. I think that's something that we all can agree with. All right. So I guess for now, if the students land a job with you, what advice would you give to them to, for them to survive and thrive in their first year? And what shouldn't they do? Maybe we can start naman with Sir Noel. Would that be okay? I think you're on.
Yeah, all right.
Yep.
Salamat Sanay na ako, Wilfred, na beautiful ladies muna bago.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay lang.
Handsome gentleman naman muna.
Okay, salamat. I appreciate it. Thank you, ladies, for giving way. O nga, simple lang siguro. No? I like to put myself in the shoes of the job seekers here. Naalala ko, Gen X kasi ako So, nag-apply ako before. Pero na-realize ko eventually. No? So, pag nag-apply ka pala, no, put yourself in the role, no? Kunyari matanggap ka. Ilagay mo yung una muna yung interest, no? You have to be interested with the company, 'di ba? Can you imagine yourself working for this company? MIESCOR, Alveo, 'di ba? Lahat iba mga company dito, Federal Land, Cathay Land. If you can imagine that, no? Can you play the role nung position na natanggap ka? Kasi management has expectations on you guys. Hindi yung, oy, natanggap na ako rito, fresh grad ako, kayong bahala sa akin. It's not that way, all right? That's only part of it, no? On your share, you have to do your share as well, your part. That's what I mean, all right? And then also, pag nandiyan ka na, simple lang, dahil bago ka, you can never go wrong, no? You have your superiors with you, seek help from them, advise, observe, and then follow rules and regulations, no? And maintain your enthusiasm. Hindi yung porket natanggap ka na, yun na yun, no? You have to do something para maramdaman mo rin ng management na after a week, I'm much better now kaysa nung first day ko. After a month, ito na ang alam ko kaysa nung first day ako. And you need that at the start, and eventually you'll grow. There's no assurance that you'll stay here on long, no? Pero ang habol natin is for you to grow. At who knows? Itong company mo to, this will help you get better for your next company. So good luck to everybody.
All right. Thank you for that. Tere, can you share yours?
Yes, we want our applicants, our new hires to be flexible. Flexible in the terms that hindi naman sa oo lang sila kung ano yung gustong ipagawa sa kanila. But they should be open to new experiences and to coaching and to embrace the new challenges that will be given to them. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah, so I think the key the point you were trying to make is to have an open mind, because you will receive a lot of
Yes.
criticisms, you will receive a lot of comments from your colleagues. So you should not be onion skin about that, and you have to be open and accepting of those criticisms,
Yes,
because that
they
will
should-
help in your growth.
They should not be afraid to ask questions.
Yes. All right. Miss Jen?
I think they should remember yung mga millennials and Gen Z. There's always a room for mistake, no? I mean, they're a bit perfectionist. Tapos pag nagkamali sila, madali sila mag-give up. One thing that I've noticed in a span of, ang pinaka-tenure na nga nila 1 year matagal na sa kanila yon. Tayo sa generation kasi natin, if I may just share, the tenure we're talking about is 5 to 10 years, di ba? We stay longer in an employer kasi the older generation mas matatyaga. But I don't want to generalize it, no. I'm just saying that siguro mas na-pamper, mas sheltered yung mga generation ng mga anak natin, no. I'm sure baka magdi-disagree yung audience natin, but it's true. The children, the employees nowadays, hindi sila matyaga, mapagalitan lang sila, walk out and then they resign because they feel that somebody will hire them easily. Sana yung commitment lang, mga iha-iho, kasi nga mas magandang basahin ng resume na mas tumatagal kayo more than 3 to 5 years kesa sa 6 months jumping from one company to another. So that commitment, guys, and that discipline to commit yourselves to the values of a company. Kung isa-sum up ko yung sinabi ni Tere at saka ni Noel, yung embracing that values sa kumpanya, tapos pag nakita mo yung sarili mong tumatagal doon, you embrace it and you commit yourself to that company for a number of years. Ayon. Yun lang, Wilfred, on my part.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I think that's a very great point about commitment. I think right now it's good for them to know that the hiring staff, hiring management that will be looking at their resume will actually consider the length of the stint that they have with their previous company. So if you see na every 6 months lumilipat ng company, maybe that doesn't reflect very well, right? Kasi ibig sabihin, you must not have the commitment to stay in one company. You must not have the resolve to, endure whatever it is that you're having or experiencing. So that's a really great point, especially for our young professionals. Bernie?
Yes. Thank you. So 2 points lang, no, for me. For fresh grad or for fresh hires, no, to be able to survive the first year. So one is, you have to learn or you have to understand the culture of the company para tumagal ka. Kasi whether you're an independent contributor or you work in a team, it's very important na you work well with others in the office or in the workplace, no. And then the second point is you also have to understand your role talaga. So, it's one thing to be accepted for the job that you applied for, pero it's another thing, no, to learn and to, succeed and be and achieve something in the role that you applied for. Kasi if you're not naman performing well, you can be subject for non-regularization if parang pro-B ka pa lang, 'di ba? Or if contract based, pwedeng hindi na continue yung or hindi na ma-renew yung contract if you're not naman performing. So yun, for fresh hires, I think yun parang yun yung ma-advise ko, especially for the generation who's medyo nasa Gen Z or yung mga millennials, kasi most of them, no, generally they're looking for yung parang warm environment. They feel like they belong. So aside from that, syempre kailangan nyo rin mag-contribute sa company. You have to understand well and prove na talagang yung kaya ka na-hire, no, kaya ka pumasa sa recruitment is talagang meron kang may ibubuga din.
All right. Thank you very much. Personally, dami kong natututunan dito. No? I wish I had attended a seminar like this during my younger years. Yeah, I think yung key point naman ni Bernie is more on collaboration and I think flexibility. Not hindi porket you graduated with an engineering degree or architecture or any technical degree is that you will be limited now with that. You will also be attending sales calls. You will also be meeting with clients. So you have to polish your social skills as well. Hindi ka pwedeng drawing lang ng drawing porque engineer yung tinapos mo. So actually, personal ako engineer din yung tinapos ko, but right now I'm in sales and I'm enjoying it. So yeah, be open to all the opportunities. All right. So I think for my next question, which due to the interest of time, maybe I can just limit it just to one. I think this is in everybody's mind right now with the pandemic and the disruption in the business. What are your companies doing to navigate these turbulent times, making sure that the company stays afloat and competitive in these trying times? So I know the property construction sector was really hit hard by the pandemic. So may I ask, what are your companies doing, your activities on trying to navigate these times? Maybe I'll ask who wants to go first na lang.
I think, Wilfred,
Yeah, right.
on our end, as we speak, real estate is not allowed to sell, no? Friends, no?
Yeah.
Cathay and Alveo, we're not allowed because MECQ may restriction. So right now, we are actually continuously training for the time being. We are continuously training our sellers, our sales force to ensure that they are equipped with all the digital proficiency that they need. Kasi nga, everything is done through digital right now. So it is important that you keep them proficient and digitally updated, no? Not just into just posting, no? There's more to it than just posting kasi recently, no? Kaya meron na siyang intelligent way of doing it digitally. So yun yung ginagawa lang namin, continuous training for us to equip them while they are not allowed to go out yet. And on the side of the corporate naman, we are 100%, 80% work from home. So we are actually not, we are functioning to the fullest, even if we are home. No? In fact, mas maraming trabaho pa nga even if we're working from home. So yun lang. Thank you.
I totally agree with that. Bernie, would you like to share?
Yeah. Okay. So same with federal, no, what we're also doing right now is because our main source of income talaga is through the sales of properties. And medyo limited ngayon. We're conducting trainings, continuous trainings for them kasi to be honest, nasanay talaga si sales to do the traditional selling, which is yung face-to-face, yung mga nagpa-flyering sa mga mall, sa mga booth. So we have to equip them paano ba mag-digital selling ngayon, digital marketing ngayon. And given na there's a lot of competition online, it's not just training them how to do it, no? It's also equipping them how to be good in it. On the side, yung mga sales people namin, if they have their own network, they have their own connection, they can offer naman. Pero hindi yung, they can't go out kasi. So parang they're limited lang to their own connections, their own network, or kung may mag-inquire sa kanila talaga directly. But they can't go out. Non-sales position, so very similar with federal and we're also working from home. I think 70 to 80% then of our workforce are working from home. Yung mga nagsasite or nag-office lang sa amin is yung talagang essential. Yung hindi nila kayang magawa yung work nila pag nasa bahay. So we're working from home, 100% naman, we're functional. And I would agree, parang mas marami mga workload na pag nasa bahay ka lang. Yan. So we're working from home naman, continuous naman yung hiring, continuous yung training. In finance namin, syempre, continuous lang yung mga bayarin ng company. So, everything is continuous. Na iba lang talaga ng platform, na iba lang ng avenue because we're working from home.
Right. Maybe we can go with Tere first.
Yes, for MIESCOR, because we have a lot of ongoing projects, those projects report for work every day. And also, maybe for the support group only, they can work from home. For our head office, we have a 30% maximum occupancy only because most of the tasks can be done online. But for those maybe laborers, for those engineers at project sites, they are required to come in daily. But of course, we follow the safety and health procedures. We strictly follow them.
All
So
right.
it's a continuous ang hiring namin and everything. So minimal disruption to the work.
Yep. That's great to hear. Actually, ang dami nga din nagtatanong if any of you has available positions for, I see here, civil engineer, electrical engineer, and even BS accountancy.
Yes,
Yeah.
ongoing. Yes,
All
we
right.
have open positions for that.
Yep. Sir Noel?
Salamat. Again, to complement yung sinabi nila nila Jennifer, no, ni Bernie, ni Tere, all right? Lalo na sa real estate setting, umaasa kami sa sa benta, no, sa sales ng property. And since March 2020 hanggang ngayon, speaking from experience, sa amin, we are very thankful for our salespeople dahil bagamat may challenges ng konti, every month may bentang pumapasok sa Cathay Land, and that keeps us afloat. At pag may benta, tuloy ang trabaho ng mga empleyado as a support team, at hanggang ngayon, that's why we're hiring people. That's it.
All right. That's great to hear, Sir Noel. I think all of the companies here naman are recovering well or doing well naman na. Going through the latter part of the pandemic. All right. So due to the interest of time, maybe we can answer a few questions already. Yeah. So I see here any opportunity for civil engineering graduate, no license yet because of pandemic. So I guess the question is, are you accepting engineers specifically or those that requires board exam? Are you accepting people or applicants without the license yet?
Una na ako, ladies.
Sure.
Sa Cathay Land, yes. That's it.
For MIESCOR also, yes.
All right.
Yes, on our end, I think they could still send their CV while waiting for the documentation.
All right.
Yes. For us also, we're open to accepting those without license. Yeah.
All right. So that's great for everybody here. I think I received a lot of private message then asking those. Medyo nahihiya pa. I think requirement po ba ang bachelor's degree and where we can send a resume? Well, in terms of sending your resumes, our exhibitors here, our panelists here, also have their exhibitor booth in our super fair. So you can visit the fair, you can register, and then you can visit their booth and then talk to their representatives. However, I think our panelists can answer if you do accept or you do require a bachelor's degree for the positions that you are hiring for.
All right. I'll go first for Cathay Land. The answer is yes. When you need a bachelor's degree for the positions, but all right, para sa at least 72 units ang na-achieve and you would like to work in Silang Cavite or taga Santa Rosa, Laguna ka, or you're in Las Piñas area, you
South
can
Luzon.
join us sa sales. 72 units, pwede na. So, we invite you to sales kung hindi kayo graduate, and unlimited income. Alam na mga kasama natin yan dito. Thank you.
I think yung iba sa ating mga audience dito nagpapa-hashtag sana all. All right. So, Bernie, can you go next? With regards to the bachelor's degree, yeah.
Yes, for the educational attainment, no, for our corporate, especially yun nga, yung mga technical positions, the engineers, architects, diploma is a requirement, no. Though yun nga, we accept non-licensed, pero kailangan talaga graduate ka. for sales, so similar no with Cathay Land and with I think with other real estate as well. For the sales position, the minimum requirement is at least 2 years in college if you are an undergrad or 72 units. So we're a bit lenient no in terms of hiring for sales.
All right. Miss Jen?
Yeah, same thing. As long as you have finished 2 years in college, 72 units. And then we provide a real estate seminar for them to comply on the regulation, no, RESA law. So we can provide that regularly. And for the corporate side also, a diploma or bachelor's degree is required. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. All right.
For MIESCOR, because we have a lot of positions open for the different BUs, and we are hiring not just engineers, we have open positions for even high school graduates. So even those who has not finished high school, but it really depends on the projects that we can endorse them to.
All right.
So we will be accepting all applicants.
Yeah. All right. That's really great coming from our panelists here. Yeah, I think right now with the pandemic, medyo limited din yung mga naisip na pwedeng gawin ng ating mga audience. So it's really nice to know that you are accepting even high school graduates for jobs because, that's really what some of us need right now. Okay. So, yeah. So maybe I can just get our last question. Yeah, so with regards to the fair, I typed on the chat the link for the fair. So I believe some of the panelists here have interview sessions later this afternoon. So I think you can submit your resumes and then this afternoon you can already be interviewed. So you can visit their booth in the link that I indicated in the chat. And then any more questions? Wait, I'll check first. Yeah, so I think in terms of the number of openings or the type or segment, you're not limited to engineers, right? So you are accepting of pretty much every course. You have openings for pretty much every discipline or course and school. All right. Because someone asked, is there any job vacancy for BS Accountancy graduate? All right. So
we have in our end, we're looking for accountancy graduates.
Yeah. So yeah, you can visit yung mga booths din ng ating mga panelists dito. Yes. So yeah, I guess with that, again, thank you very much, Jen, Bernie, Noel, and Tere for imparting your knowledge to our young professionals and graduating students. This is something that hopefully everyone will apply once they get in the construction and property services world.